G'day, g'day, g'day. What's going on with that? I won't worry about that. Hello, everybody. Chrissey here. Yes, it's Thursday evening, as I did on my very quick live this morning. Explain we had a visitor, so I couldn't go on this morning, and so I said I'd come on tonight. So it is Thursday night in Australia, but it is Thursday morning in the US. So good morning to everyone in the US, and hello and happy evening to everyone who's watching in between in the UK. Hope the person you vote for is winning. They had local government elections in the UK today. So yeah. Now, hang on. Taiwan has scrapped a deal. Let's have a look. High ground may dear to buy US anti-submarine helicopters. Why? What's that about? So why would they do that? Taiwan has opted out of purchasing anti-submarine helicopters from the US. Now, normally do an hour and a half. I'll just see how long I go today. They're too expensive. Okay. They were planning to buy 12 Seahawks, but the deal has been scrapped. Type lower cost, more mobile weaponry to counter a threat. So that doesn't mean they're not going to buy anything from the US. They're just going to go in a different direction than the helicopters. So, yeah. So, how are you, Grandma D? Hope you're okay. Hi, Sherry French. How are you, my dear? Yeah. Thank you for joining me for a morning session. For morning over there, evening session here. So, yeah. So, it's going to be interesting to look at things to have a read on. I did have 3. I went down to 1. Somebody's abandoned me. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, just making a pen work. Yeah. So we had an unexpected visitor. Unexpected item in the bagging area this morning. Unexpected visitor. So I couldn't go on this morning. It actually gave me a chance to keep it cleaning as well. And but yeah, so I couldn't, hop on when I was going to. But that's okay. I don't mind doing it. I've been thinking about maybe moving one of my weekday sessions to an evening. I'm just wondering how that will go. Did the UK banks hike interest rate? Yes, hike. Yep, they did. Okay. So, hi, Ann W. I got your email, remember, and I emailed you back. Sometime next week would be great, or your message. Yeah, to 1% by the Bank of England. They raised them to 1%, hey? So, what are the polls saying? I predicted for the polls in the UK local elections that the Tories would not do too good. Labour would do pretty okay, but still learn some harsh lessons. But they do better than the Tories. And the Lib Dems, I think, sort of like not as good as they would like, but better than I expected, I guess. I suppose you'd say that. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Nancy T. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe doing either Tuesdays or Thursdays in the evening. So this would be a good litmus test to see how that goes. I think Tuesdays would probably be best. Mm. Even yeah, the Roe versus Wade leak. Wade versus or Roe versus Wade, that leak. I think I read on that the other day to see if the leak's going to have a thing on the outcome, and I do think it is. Yeah, because apparently it is not finalised. So yeah. Hey, babe, you said you were going to make me a coffee, darling. Yeah, you said you were gonna. You said you were gonna. It's over there, the cup. Thanks.
Liar and lecture.
I am not. I am not a liar. Lecture maybe, but a liar no.
Immature senility getting in my way. Don't you say it? That was one of your movies, wasn't it?
Yeah. How about the Marcus situation? Yes. Ferdinand Marcus the Third. Thank you, Sherry French. That's lovely. And good morning, Liberal Lady. Now I did a reading on him. He's Marcos's son. Marcus is an Imelda's son, and he looks poised to win the elections. I don't think they've taken place yet, but let's have a look. And then if he wins, let's have a look at what. And Sherry Friends, thank you so much for that donation. I really do appreciate it. They're all really really appreciate it, and they all help. So yeah. So will Ferdinand Marcos Jr. win? Hello, Baba. Knight of Pentacles. That's a yes. Why the Knight of Pentacles? And the Hanged Man, it's like it's a maybe. The Page of Cups. Surprising news. There might be a bit of a delay in results for some reason. Will Marcos win? Yeah, I do think he will. The Empress. Yeah. But there might be a bit of a delay. But there might be some surprising news. He might not win by as much as he thinks he will. Because we've got the Knight of Pentacles, so that's things slowing down. That could be voting the count. Then came up with the Hangman, which again could be a stoppage, so slowing things down, stopping things. Then there was the Page of Cups, surprising news. And then there was the Empress. So I think he is going to win, but I think it's going to take longer to count the votes than he thought. And I think he might get a bit of surprising news, like he might not win by the margin he thinks he's going to win. So if we say, okay, he wins, what is it going to mean for the Philippines? His father was a nasty piece of work. His mother was not much better. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt. So God to the highest truth and compassion. Looking at this with all objectivity. What will it... What will it mean for the Philippines if Marcos Jr. wins? I can't get coffee on that form, bub.
Oh, that's just postal. Out postal, is it?
No, that's tax forms. The US. I've got to fill them in and send them off. So I have to go to a post office at some time.
Can't be using them as a coaster.
Okay, so what is it going to mean for the Philippines if Marcos wins? Okay, 3 of Wands. So I'm going to do a 5-card spread here. So we're looking at Ferdinand Marcos Jr. If he wins the elections in the Philippines, which he looks poised to, there is going to be some surprising news coming out of it, and possibly a bit of a slowdown of votes, or some areas it's not going to be. It could take a bit longer, but even with that, he'll have won. But it might be a bit surprising news. Hi, Pamela Bryant. How are you, my dear? There will be some consequences happening here if he wins. This is the 3 of Wands, card of consequences. He's going to see it's all his boats coming in. Yay, everything's going to be good and great. Is there going to be challenges? The King of Pentacles. Okay. His father and his mother were so corrupt. So there's other countries. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. We're looking at the Philippines and the upcoming presidential elections in which Ferdinand Marcos Jr. or the second, whatever, is running. He's poised he's in a good position to win. I think he's going to, but I think there's going to be consequences. And part of it is going to be one of his challenges. There's going to be a lot of people who are not going to be happy. And there's going to be quite a few sectors that aren't going to be happy because his father was so corrupt. And there's going to be a perception of corruption with this man, whether or not he is. And I'm just looking at this objectively. Okay. But that he's going to be tarred with, viewed as corrupt. Viewed that he won't have gotten in fairly. So that hangman, when I was looking before at whether or not he'd win, that could be people's perceptions. There's going to be this perception that he cheated, whether he did or not. And there's also this perception that's going to be a challenge for him of corruption. What is it going to mean for the Philippines? And that's going to be a challenge for him because there's going to be some sectors in certain parts of the world. I did. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Now his son is running in the presidential election and looks poised to win. But I don't think if he does win, I think he's going to win, but I don't think it's going to get a bit of a surprise. There's going to be some things that slows his momentum down, but I still think he's going to win. The advice here for the Philippines and what it means for the Philippines, he's going to institute a lot of changes very quickly. So basically, there's going to be corruption. And just that tarred with the same brush, there's going to be certain sectors around the world that won't want to deal with him. And governments will be stepping warily with him and basically put him on notice straight away because his father was so corrupt. The 8 of Wands. He's going to institute some fairly quick changes, and they're not going to be for the best. We'll have a look at that later. What's at the base of this reading for the Philippines? Because I'm saying, what is this going to mean for the Philippines? The Chariot. Swift momentum, going to take his victory, he's going to grab it, and he's going to pretty well hear the swift changes. He's going to take off running. If there's any of Daddy's old political opponents left alive, they're going to be put out of the picture pretty quickly. Anyway, what is the outcome for the Philippines? Is it good or bad? Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is the orator, the talker, the smooth talker, but this is just at the start. So he's going to start off with a lot of smooth talking and a lot of promises. Is he to be trusted? Hi, Craig Dixon. And the Star. It's hopeful. People are hoping he's going to be trustworthy. Six of Pentacles. Okay, I'm just getting the first words that I slide back into the old quid pro quo. So what does this tell us about the King of Cups? Get another deck out here. Right. What is this King of Cups? Does this tell a tale of economic stability? Or does it tell a tale of corruption? So let's see. Tell us about the King of Cups. Economic stability, economic corruption. There's going to be a wait and see approach. King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords in reverse is often seen as corrupt. So we've got another king. So two kings, two directional cards as well, because the kings direct the energy. Keywords deck, it's got reversals in it. Tell us about these kings. One is economic, the other is legal, military, legal, all that sort of stuff. So what can you tell us about them? Seven of Cups upside down. An alignment with personal values and delusion. Illusion and delusion. Yeah. So he's going to align them, whatever his personal values are, that's how he's going to run the country, the military, everything. Is he going to be as bad as his dad? Hi, Pamela Bryant. That's a yes. Trials to overcome. Attraction source. He loves things. He wants people to love him, but he's not willing to do that. Old Spirit Art, hello. I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I don't know if it's going to get as bad as his dad, but it's not going to be a good government. I don't think he's going to be able to seize control the way his father did. But I think they're going to see pretty soon that what changes is he going to bring in. There's been checks and balances put into place since his father was in there, but resilience, courage, persistence, change, test of faith and boundaries. He's going to bring in changes that are going to lead to a bit of embattlement in the country. resilience, persistence, and test of faith. He's going to stretch boundaries. What about the Chariot? What's this about? The greedy merchant. Yeah. He's pretty much like his father in that in his efforts to get what he wants, the power and the fame and the money he wants, he doesn't really care who he steps on. He is a chip off the old block. But if we ask the question, is he going so it wouldn't surprise me if he tried a lot of the old tricks, but will he succeed in getting his way? Will he succeed in bringing the old ways back to the Philippines? The Chariot is that's victorious, but swiftly. It's going to look that way very quickly, but will he be defeated at the next election? Let's look at that way. So Crossroads and the Lovers. Yeah, this is a crossroads. I remember Marcus still being in power. There's enough people to remember his father. They're going to see hints of his father. This is like, it could go either way, but I do think that next election he'll be out of there. Will he be voted out next election? Yes or no? Yes. They're not going to stand for it again. So there's checks and balances in place now that weren't in place when his father was in. He's certainly going to try, but I don't think he'll be in there more than one term, because he's going to start instituting changes pretty quickly, and people are going to start going, whoa there. How's it go with the horse? Whoa there, Silver, that sort of thing. I'll have another look. There's been more and more flack coming back on the Supreme Court since that brief was, that draft was leaked. Apparently, it is not a final decision. So, is the leak of that draft going to make any changes to the Supreme Court's ruling? The draft rule. Is that going to cause people? And Susan Collins is so upset and unhappy because these two of these judges that she questioned, they said they wouldn't support overturning it, but now they are. They're signing on to it, and she's really unhappy about that. Well, you voted for them, ducky. You believed them. She really that naive? Lisa McCaskey's upset too, but again, I think she voted for them. You can't go out and cry upset when you know that they were probably lying to you. Can they be? I don't know. Maybe they can be impeached for lying under oath. I don't know. But is this leaking of the draft decision going to what was it Elizabeth said they should make it law? So let's see. Will the House and Senate push it through to, what is it, codify it into law? Six of Pentacles. There certainly talks about balancing up the books. Then if it's codified into law, the Supreme Court can have as many decisions as they like. But Five of Swords, defeat. Let's see. What's it going to have? I think it can. I think it might get yelled down. Temperance, an evening up of things again. Six of Pentacles, balancing the scales. Temperance, evening up things. Defeat. So if they bring Roe versus Wade into law, federal law, then that's will Roe versus Wade be made law? Ratified, that's the word. Six of Cups. I feel like that. How you're going back to old ways. If they ratify into law, they will probably say, as it was decided back then, before it was gutted. The Sun. I do feel that Elizabeth Warren, she's talking, yes, this is what we should do. We should ratify it, get made into law. And I think they might succeed in doing that. If they do that, it's going to succeed. Will the Supreme Court formally vote against it? The Empress, mothers, women. Oh, they want to. They want to so much. Remember the other day I was reading on Roe versus Law, and I got the Nine of Pentacles, the return of autonomy. So it's Roe versus Wade the other day. Every time I read on it, I got the Nine of Pentacles. I just did a cut, just a random cut, and up she came again. I do think that it is spurring action. So I think it's going to be a really interesting few weeks, next couple of weeks, with regard to abortion rights in the US and women's health rights. Chuck Schumer said the last 2 days he's going to put on the floor to codify. Yep. Who's Maryland. So Maryland state legislators. So he vetoed. Okay, what did Hogan do? So he was going to what? He wants to restrict abortion access, of course. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, Mary Landlord voted over the weekend to override Governor Larry Hogan's veto of a bill that would allow health practitioners outside of, good on them, outside of physicians. Yeah. Okay. Well, good on them. Hi, Michelle Mabel. How would you feel about me doing maybe Tuesday mornings, Tuesday night my times, moving Tuesday to evenings my time? Mix up the times a little bit. So he's going to deny funding. Well, I think. Hi, Edna May. Yes, we had an unexpected visitor this morning, so I couldn't go on. And I have been thinking about trialing an evening, my time. So doing at least one evening a week, so you guys get me in the morning rather than always in the evening. So I just thought, well, it's a good opportunity to do that as well. I'm thinking of maybe Tuesday evenings. Oh, sweetheart. I've also put a special alarm on my phone to remind me that if I have not done a certain task by 8 o'clock, I get an alarm. Oh my goodness. Sorry, got something in my eye. Now tonight I'm just gonna only do an hour or so. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe 7:30 on a weeknight, on a Tuesday night. So okay, who's got something? Who got something for me to look at? Oh, JD Vance, that dude is how do I put this politely? A dickwad. But Tim Ryan is up against him. I really, I got a bit of a crush on Tim Ryan. That man is fine. Have I done foot surgery? I did it the other day. I don't know if he's gone under yet or anything. So I did a reading on it on Tuesday. So how about hi 171 sign in? How about we do a quick Queen watch? Okay, we'll do a Queen watch. She's going to miss the summer garden parties. Well, yeah. We'll do a quick Queen watch. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Her family, her family's going around, but Ten of Pentacles, she's her health is as good as it's going to get. Okay, it's as good as it's going to get. At the 10, it's the end of the cycle. It's as good as it's going to get for her time in life. Okay. I don't know the Pennsylvania Fetterman Senate race. Okay. Is Fetterman the Democrat? Because I know a Democrat won in a special election, but I thought that was Michigan. Yeah. But I know the Democrat won for a House seat, but this is a Senate, isn't it? So, yeah, I will have a look at that. But Queen Watch, so it's as good as it's going to get as far as being good goes. So it's as healthy as she's going to get at this time of life at the moment. Page of Pentacles. So news. I think the news update, the messages about her news, they're going to increase the messages about her health. Four of Swords. She is going to be in the background more, retiring more, she's cancelling more, resting more. Yeah. Hi, 171 sign in. Pentacle, yeah, she is slowing down as per her health. I think will she be there for the Jubilee? It's the 70th Jubilee. Oh my goodness. Oh. I got the death card. Now, it's not my policy to say, but this, okay, this is about changes as well. So this does not necessarily mean she won't be there for the Jubilee. That doesn't mean she's going to pass by the Jubilee. It just means there's going to be some changes with her health by then. So will she still be around? Yes, very hopeful that she will be. But there are going to be some downturn in her health before then, some changes in her health. So, but I think maybe she might be hanging on for that. She really wants us to be there for that. But like I said, with that 10 of Pentacles, her health is as good as it was going to get at the moment. So it's not going to get any better. She'll be resting more. She's certainly slowing up more. There's going to be an increase in messages about her health. So I do feel that maybe this is, yes, it's the death card, but this just changes to her health. I mean, she is going to go eventually. I'm not going to say when or what or whatever, because I just asked if she was going to be around for the Jubilee. I pulled two cards. The first one was the death card and the second one was the star card. So while there's going to be some changes in her health that probably put her into that stage of life, that end stage of life, which all elderly people go into, and it's really hard to watch. It really is. There's still a lot of hope and a lot of fire left in her, and she's still going to be bright and shining. So I think she'll make it to her 70th Jubilee. After that, I don't know. But at the moment, she's doing okay. Is she doing okay at the moment? Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. She's holding her own. Good days and bad days. But, yeah. So I do think she'll make it to the Jubilee, but she is going to have a downturn in health before then. Now, as I've said often before, I have no of, you know, I'm not a rabid monarchist or a rabid Republican or anything over here. Do I think we need her as our head of state in Australia? No, I don't. But I have nothing against the lady. So it's like, I'm pretty objective. But of course, I'd love to see her get to her 70th Jubilee. And I think she will, but she's going to play a much more muted part than she would have liked. Okay. And I do think she's going to suffer a downturn in health. So I'm just going to, from now on, just do a queen watch once a week, just to check on the energy of her for the day. Okay. Because I feel bad for asking if she's going to make it to the Jubilee, because that's, she's going to get that. There's going to be some changes in her health, and probably for the worse. But the star card came up after that. Just say, yeah, she really wants to hang on till then. So I'm not quite sure when the 70th Jubilee is. Possibly feeling heartache. Oh, she really would have wanted Philip to be there to celebrate it with her. It probably is heartbreaking that she's got to celebrate the first Jubilee that she has, that Philip is not going to be there with her. So yeah, it's very much heartbreaking and a bit of depression, and that's not always good. Yeah. Look, she knows what's coming. And I think she's known that since Philip died, that yeah. So whenever she does go, she goes when she goes, and we can only hope that she goes with dignity and peace, and that's it. But yeah, I feel bad for asking if she's going to make it to the Jubilee and the death, but I do feel it's more of a change with her health, like entering that last stage. It could be, but that last stage can last days, weeks, months, even years in some cases. So anyway, who's got a question for me? Who's got a big rally? And now that's the Senate race in Pennsylvania. Well, let's go to the Democrat, the Hierophant. Taking steps to higher levels. That's good. I said, will it go to the Hammer? Now, technically, this is a maybe card, but yeah. The Chariot is victory. So, yes, I do think the Democrat will win. But Five of Swords defeat. But that's really, really outweighed by a very strong victory and a very strong thing. So, what's this about? What's this Five of Swords about? Seven of Swords. Okay. I do think he's going to win. But Consequences of actions. Not he's going to there might be some efforts to unseat him. How is I don't know, sweetie. Well, Meek and Mark will have more kids. I'll try and do a card reading on Prince Philip, but I'm not a medium or anything. I'll try and get his energy, but yeah. Putin's plans for the 9th. Meghan Markle have any more babies? Let's have a look. Meghan Markle. She might look. She what, pushing 40 now, maybe even over 40. So if she does decide to have kids, I think she'll find it a bit of a struggle. Okay. But of course she has the resources. But then she might receive some news, which means I don't think that they're going to have any more kids. I've got the 8 of Cups walking away from that idea at the moment. And there's the Judgment card here, which is some news that she has to take up and take notice of. Hi, Aline. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hi, Ewart. So, yeah, no, I don't think she will have any more kids. I think she might struggle, and I think there might be some health issues there that will mean that, she'll have to walk away from the idea. Okay, guide to the highest truth and compassion. Can you please guide me to the energy of the late Prince Philip and let the cards see if they can tell me anything about him? He loved his wife. That's not anything. That's not a message I'm getting. That it's clear as day. Hi. King of Wands was despite his goofs, he was a very compassionate man. Hi, Maura. Page of Wands. And his compassion lives on. And it's like he's found there's a new voice to take over from him. So I don't know who that's going to be. But this is transition. This is transition. I think the message here is there's going to be a need for compassionate leaders, and young people should learn compassion as well. Wow. And it's going to be a bit of a tough time coming up. So, yeah. You know what? I've made it a point. Look, I don't actually read on court cases why they're going. I don't really care who wins that court case between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. But there was rumours when he was with Vanessa Paradis that one of the reasons she left him was because of some incidences. So he's just playing a better game. I don't really know who's going to win and who's not going to win. But, yeah, but I don't read on, the court case current court cases anyway. And honestly, I think whatever happens, it will be what should happen with them. You just got off the bus. How are the Dems going to do in the Democratic primaries? What, with people voting, coming out to vote and things like that? Are they going to get the best candidates out of the primaries? Hi, J-Cat lady. Oh, I asked, are they going to get the best candidates out of the primaries? Yeah. Mm-hmm. If they're being primaried, it's for a good reason, and they will get the best candidates out of that primary. Queen of Swords, Judgment, Wise Judgment, Good Judgment, and Victory. There's going to show good judgment in choices for the Democrats. You're going to come out of those primaries pretty good. Okay, so if someone is being primaried, or not everyone gets primaried, but if they are, the best choices and the best candidates are going to come out of those primaries. So I think you'll be pretty good. Will the Supreme Court draft ruling, rally people to vote Democrat? Good question. Let's have a look. Now, I'm only going to be doing an hour. It's almost 9 o'clock at night here. But I do think I'm going to start. It's definitely going to bring about a change. Now, this isn't necessarily a no card. This is, will it rally people to vote Democrat? It's definitely going to bring about a change. The Devil. And it's a tipping point. It's a tipping point. Remember, I often call this a tipping point. So we've got Death and the Devil. I do think that even though these are both no cards, these are good cards, because especially in the Senate, because the Senate put these guys through. And so we've got the Death card and the Devil card. Do these two cards mean Spirit? I'm going to get a different deck, and I'm going to ask my guides and Spirit a very clear question. Two, do the Death and Devil card, do they mean that the Senate will lose the Republicans? No, hang on. Do they mean that the Democrats will gain a clear majority in the Senate? Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. I'm getting yes, but not quite as much as they would have liked, but more than enough that they can get things through, that they can get the resources to people, they can get the bills passed. They would have liked like a clear 67 or something. I don't think they're going to get that, but will it be more than 65? 10 of Wands. It's going to be a bit of struggle to get over 65. Will it be less than 65? The Star, yes. It's going to be between 50 and 50 and 55. Well, I said 65, didn't I? So, yeah, will it be less than? So I said more than 65. And no, that would be a struggle. But I said, will it be less than 65? So, yeah. Will it be more than 55? 55. Yes. Maybe. So it's going to be possibly around 55 to 60 Democrats. That would be good. Let's hope I'm right. But of course, this is like months out. So things can change. Geek, where are you, my darling? Where are you, Keith? It is, yeah, this is definitely going to have an effect on the this is the effect that this decision is going to have on Republican Senate seats. Yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing is on Tuesdays, moving my live from Tuesday morning for me to Tuesday evening for me, from 7:30 to 9 o'clock in Tuesday evenings. And that would be 7:30 to 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the AM, 7:30 AM to 9 AM in the morning Eastern Time in the US. So I think this has been a good litmus test to see how that works. And what are Putin's plans for the 9th? Yes, 171 sign in. I will answer that. I didn't start this till 8 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap it up a bit early today. But on Tuesday, when I come back, it'll be Tuesday morning your time, Tuesday evening mine. Justice World and High Priestess. I got the High Priestess too. So, yes, a shift in the world. Ace of Cups. It's going to upset people. Got an eye on things. And he plans, whatever they are, it's going to mean quite a struggle for him to. He's hoping to implement something that is going to change the course of this conflict to the better for him. It's always going to do. He is destined to do something on the 9th. Is it going to be catastrophic for the world? Oh, it's going to definitely herald some things. It's definitely people are going to sit up and take notice, and there's definitely going to be a lot of judgment here. So will it have bad consequences for Russia? Yes, there will be consequences for Russia. One more. Conflict. Yeah, it's certainly, there will be consequences, but the conflict is going to continue for a while. Yeah. Yeah. So he's definitely got something planned, but I'll tell you what, there's going to be the change is going to be like, and I don't think this judgment is going to be good for him. Will it drag in other non-NATO countries? Yes. Quite quickly. Okay. That just sucks. The 9th is on, what, Monday? It's the 9th. Yeah, Monday. So we'll revisit this again on Sunday morning, my time, when I come back. Sorry for the shorter one today, but it's just yeah, just a good time for me to finish. Yeah. Thank you for joining me this evening. So next Thursday I'll be back to doing a morning my time, so it'll be Wednesday night your time. But I think from now on Tuesdays will be Tuesday evening my time, Tuesday morning your time. So it won't be Monday night anymore in the US. It'll be Tuesday morning. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and yeah, it's going to be some interesting times coming up. I love you all. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay loving and stay strong. And I will see you on Sunday for my usual Sunday morning. Okay, love you. Bye bye.